Just my wife's picking some more stuff up.
Navarro's Mixed Nursery is in the house.
Woohoo! Beautiful.
How are you today?
Very good. Very good.
Well, I'm very grateful that you were willing to do this, and I know that people are really excited to hear from you, so thank you very much.
No, thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you for giving some interest on my philosophy and my beliefs and my knowledge.
Yes. So tell me where it all started.
Are you talking about the business?
Plants, just plants.
Okay. Okay, very good. Well, basically, I'm going to share with you the reason why I am working with plants.
Okay.
I noticed there is 10 varieties of plants in Mother Earth that generate the 10 highest interest.
Uh-oh, you muted yourself.
Plants, they defeat any other way of injecting your money on any other business. Like I say, like an example, plants we grow for their flavor, they generate really high interest, higher interest than oil. Like an example, Starbucks is making over $30 a gallon of coffee when 1 gallon in the gasoline station is worth a cup of coffee in Starbucks. You can see.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I started investing on plants, because I noticed farmers and the agriculture, they make billions of dollars every year. And they are not teaching in college the concept of business or hiding behind plants. I'm an ex-real estate investor. I lost millions of dollars on real estate when the market crash of 2008. So what happened is I had to start investing on something. So I did my own research because you don't find this information in Google. So I do my own nature research on trying to see what the best corporations in the world are doing that they don't want the rest of the society to know. And that's when I learned they are hiding the secret of the business that is hiding behind plants. So I started investing on plants because only me, I was spending over $500,000 on plants when I was buying real estate a year. Imagine only one customer, $500,000 more. So I say like now, when I lost all my actions on real estate, all my money, all my houses, I only have $6,000 in my pocket. I start building Navarro's Mixed Nursery 10 years ago, 11 years ago, actually, on May this month. That was on May of 2010. So what happened? $6,000, I started investing on mother plants, cutting those plants in pieces, making at least 100 plants out of each mother plant. They take 1 year to get ready and be the size of the mother plant. So then what happened is now, 11 years later, those 6,000, we have 5 stores. The 5 stores are worth over $6 million.
Wow.
So you can see where $6,000 is right now.
Yeah.
So what happened is plants we grow for their flavor is one variety of plants that generate a lot of interest. All flavor plants in general, like sugar cane, coffee, chocolate, vanilla, lemon, any flavor plant in general, that's one variety. Variety number 2 is plants we grow for their fruit, all fruits in general. Apple is the number 1 that defeat all fruit trees. Plants we grow for their veggies. The farmers in Salinas Valley area, they do $500 billion sales a year, only the little valley of Salinas. I'm not talking about all California.
Wow.
So look, they make billions of dollars a year, and they don't want the rest of the society to know that. They want people to buy land, but not know what to do with the land. So plants we grow for their seeds is another variety, all seeds in general. Plants we grow for their beauty, which is my industry. Any beauty in general. It can be roses, it can be lilies, it can be daffodils, it can be whatever type of beauty. So that's another variety. Plants we grow for their cotton. Look at females, they love cotton. They fill up closets of cotton. Guys, they fill up their closet too. The whole house is filled with cotton.
Yes.
Right? All the furniture. So what happened? Those cotton companies, they make billions of dollars, but nobody's competing with them. So that's another variety. Plants we grow for their wood is another variety. Plants we grow to make paper, cardboard, and money. That's another variety. So in reality, like I said, there is 10 varieties of plants in Mother Nature.
Yeah.
And when I pick plans to start investing, because real estate, the owners of the educational system, they can crush the market anytime they want. So if you thought your house was worth $2 million, they crush the market and now your house is worth nothing.
Yeah.
So what happened? They cannot appreciate the product you own, like when you invest on your own system. And I realized, like, if I grow plants, they are not gonna crush the market ever on me ever again.
Yes.
So I start generating high interest on investing on plants. For every dollar you invest, you make $10 interest. Imagine that on real estate, for every dollar you invest in a good market, you only make 25 cents. In other words, 25% real estate in a good market versus 1,000% interest when you invest on any plant. Imagine, like I said, flavor plants. How much Starbucks invest to make 1 gallon of coffee? Probably $2.
Mm.
To make $30. Look how much interest he's making.
Yes.
So they make a lot of money out of flavor plants. They make a lot of money out of veggies, out of fruit, out of seeds, out of beauty, out of any plant in general you can think. So like I said, plants, they feed oil. Only one plant, they feed oil. Only one plant. So we don't need to put all flavor plants together. And there is no war to work with plants. But on oil, there is all kinds of craziness.
Yes.
So look how terrible is the system. So the other reason that it makes me to invest on plants is because we have to let the society know the plants, they make a lot of money. You can build your own business out of your backyard and use your house is your own business. So now you can get independent out of the system. If you're not independent out of the system, you'll be on total 100% slavery where they take away 50% of what you make when you work for a corporation or a company. It doesn't matter which company and what color skin you are. They take away 50% on taxes. Money from the day you work, taxes from the day you spend your money, ends of the year, you owe me more taxes. Social Security, retirement is another taxes. You save money in the bank, taxes out of that money. So it is like 50% of your money, your income is gone. So if you thought you make $100,000, in reality, you only make $50,000.
Mm.
So if you use your own house to build a little business, even if it's a little apartment, people using little apartments to do business, selling plants online or whatever, cuttings or whatever. I mean, now you can use your own house, your rent, your utilities, your electricity bill, your phone bill, everything can be tax deduction. But if you are a worker, nothing is tax deduction.
Mm.
That was the reason why I started investing on this type of industry.
Yes.
So there is so many factors. Like I say, when you get independent, and because check this out, left and right on the political system, they only talk about building jobs for you, right?
Right.
Why they don't talk about we're going to open a college where we're going to educate people how to build their business? Because now they lose the 50% of those taxes they take away from all hardworking class people and minorities and everybody who works in companies. If everybody start building their own system, they don't want people to be big grown-ups. They want people to be sleepy people.
Yes.
They don't want people to understand the system. Anybody can do their own system. I love United States of America because this country has two good factors to understand. One is freedom of choice. You can say whatever you want to say and they don't put you in jail, right?
Yes.
So that's very important to understand that. So you got to be careful what you say. United States of America is a beautiful country, but you have to be smart and mature if you want to say something against this country. Now, the other factor is you have freedom of choice. This is the only country in the world where you have freedom of choice. You can have as much as money you want over here. You can make billions of dollars if you want. You just follow the rules. And they let you have as much as you want, or you can be on slavery. Being on slavery, that means if you want to go to college and you want to get trained to get only one skill and be under the system so you can pay 50% of taxes. You get him?
And
That's what
student
freedom of
loans.
choice means.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So So there is a way where they're gonna put you, they're gonna steal money from you legally, because every good career on college is gonna cost you from at least $300,000 to $500,000 if you want one of the highest careers.
Yeah.
So it is like, why to spend that kind of money when you can build your own business at a young age? I teach my children how to do it. They own their own business. At the age of 18 years old, they start their own business.
Wow.
I teach them how not to pay taxes. That's why the mother flower Trump was saying, I don't pay taxes. You guys pay taxes. He's making me to be smarter. So I'm like, I probably be the only Mexican that is understanding Trump. That's true. You get him?
I hear you.
When you own your own business, who pay the taxes? Consumers pay the taxes. You only send Papa Sam the money you charge to consumers.
Mm.
So you don't pay money from your pocket. You just keep building more businesses in order to not pay taxes out of your own profit.
Right.
That's why McDonald's have more McDonald's, Burger King has more Burger Kings, Walmart more Walmarts, Starbucks more Starbucks. They never pay tax. They keep using their profit to build more businesses. That's how I do it. I make over $1 million sales a year, and I don't pay $1 dime on taxes. That's why I have 5 stores now. And if you're a worker, your whole entire life, you're gonna be paying taxes, even if you don't want it. And nothing is tax deduction for workers. Business owners, everything is tax, even food. You're washing your clothes is tax deductions. Any expense you have, it can be tax deductions if you know the system.
Yes.
Why they don't educate like that? Those political guys, that Republicans or Democrats, they just don't want people to understand that. They want people to be waiting for them to create jobs.
Mm.
You get it?
Yeah. So you did this to break away from the societal norm.
That's right.
Yes.
And it is
like
an easy way to, it is an easy way to build your own business. Now, check this out. Behind me, you see all kinds of plants, right?
Yes, sir.
What happened is, this is my own bank. I withdraw money every day and my balance is still the same. That's what I try to teach people in my videos on social media.
Yeah.
Build your own bank. Don't pay taxes. Don't let the system owners of United States of America to steal money from you legally.
Yes.
So what happened when you build your own bank, every dollar you make, you reinject that money to your own bank to build more inventory. Like an example, all the parts, they don't care about having money. They care about having more parts, more auto parts. Home Depot, they don't care about having money. They rather have more Home Depots. So what happened is, whatever economy, whatever recession is going, any business that is investing, any person that is investing money on their own business, that it gets related with real estate, those businesses, they never have any crashes when the recessions come. All recessions, they come every 8 to 10 years.
Mm.
You all is going to have recessions. I remember recession my whole entire life. The one that I remember the most, it was HIV on 1980s. It was the same as COVID-19, right?
Mm.
HIV was all about to be afraid with each other. You don't even kiss the girlfriend because you get HIV. What about you pass HIV to her? Don't go to public restaurants because they don't wash really good the plates and the spoons and whatever, and you get HIV. Don't go to the tennis. Don't go to a public restroom because HIV is there too. So it was like everybody afraid. And if you have headaches, do your test because that's the symptom of HIV. If you get flu, do your test because that's the symptoms of HIV. If you get fever, cough, whatever, that's the same as COVID-19, same exact thing. So you can see, 1980s, it was a crash. Twin Tower collapse, it was a crash on 2002. Real estate collapse on 2008, it was a collapse. 2020, COVID-19 is another collapse. So what happened is smaller businesses, the big corporations, they want to crush smaller businesses so they don't have the competition.
Yes.
That's the reason why they crush certain areas everywhere, and they only want us to rent houses for them. They only want us to work for them. Since you have a small restaurant, let's say, or a small business and you went out of business, now McDonald's is waiting for you. Since you are a good mind, they want you to be the manager of McDonald's now.
Yes.
So that's the reason of those crashes. So when you build your own bank and you build your own system, like I say, as long as you own the items, the product you sell, they cannot crush it. Like the auto parts stores, paint stores, supply stores like Home Depots or any material stores, they never have any recessions. Nurseries, they never have any recessions.
Yes.
Farmers and agriculture, they never have any recessions. And if they lose money, the insurance, the government have a system that they pay whatever crop they lost. So you can see those areas, they never have any recession issues. So there is very, very high chances of investing on good plants that have potential about like evergreen, low maintenance, beautiful for many years. I call those plants, many plants I call equity builders, master equity builders,
Yes.
because they build higher equity than real estate. A little cactus like this San Pedro right here, this is a $300 cactus, only takes 2 years to be like that, from a tiny baby like that. See that little baby?
Yes.
Takes only to be like the mother. So a $20 cactus in 2 years built $300 value.
I really
Look how much.
I really appreciate how passionate you are about this, and I want to tell you, like, thank you for sharing your knowledge. I see your videos, and it's very sweet that you're trying to share your point of view, your worldview. And I heard you call the San Pedro the new cannabis.
It is true. I
Why?
always share in my videos to be very responsible if you use those plants, because San Pedro is a little more safe than cannabis, but if you don't have the need or don't use it, I tell in my videos, because cannabis, San Pedro, peyote, all those type of plants are when people are collapsing on their body from the age of 50, 60 and up, not young ones. Young ones, all they do is they ruin their brain. What happened on cannabis? Cannabis has a chemical, it's called endocannabinoids. The endocannabinoids is the chemical your pineal gland produces to heal your body. So when you give supplement at early age, you are killing the factory of your own factory of endocannabinoids. And then when you reach the age of 30, 40 years and up, if you consume weed all the time, what happened? You shut down your factory.
Yes.
Then you rely on pills or cannabis for the rest of your life, because otherwise, if you don't smoke it, you get all out of control. So that's why I tell in my videos, be responsible. If you don't have the need for it, don't use it.
Right.
It is like a guy consuming a lot of steroids. What happened? You know that things, they go small and they shut their factory of testosterone, and because they get supplements at early old age, and that's the problem on cannabis. Cannabis are good. Instead smoking, I tell people, don't smoke cannabis.
Eat it.
Because when you smoke cannabis, it goes to your brain on your oxygen. Cannabis are medicinal. If you had to make tea out of that,
Yes.
that tea, it'll go to your system, your water system when you make a tea. And it'll put you to sweat like crazy, and it'll wash away all those bad toxins on your body. And it's better, more safe than smoking when you put them in your oxygen.
Yes.
So young ones, they don't know that. Why the government, they don't want young ones to know that or understand? Because when people slow down the speed of their thinking, they are easy to be controlled. They will never be entrepreneur mind people.
Yes.
They just be workers.
Yes.
To do the worst jobs. And I feel so much compassion for every person on all communities. All communities, we have victims. It's not like white are not victims, black are not victims, Latinos are not, everybody's victim.
Yes.
Only those corporations, the most 10% of the society, they are the ones who control the education, the political system, the army system, the religious system, the financial system, and controlling that. When people don't understand that, they become easy targets, easy to drive, easy to be working under those corporations. Without being aware, they've been screwed, taking away 50% of what they make.
Yeah.
And people don't even complain for that. They complain for so many other things, but nobody's complaining. The system is taking 50% of every single worker of the United States of America. Even if we are in freedom of choice, but at least wake up, people. Teach on the educational system. Instead looking for a job, start thinking how to build your own bank. Even if you work in a company, all you need is to learn. I'm gonna pass, since you're gonna share these, I'm gonna pass the strategy that no motivator out there ever shared before, and I guarantee.
Okay.
The strategy is, even if you want to build, let's say you want to build a $2 million business in 10 years, you can start with $2,000. And $2,000 make you $2 million business in only 10 years. Every business in the world generate between, if you're the worst salesperson for business, you make 10% out of what you invest a month. So if you invest 1,000, you probably make 10% sales. It can be daily, it can be weekly, it can be a month, depending on how good you are. So what happened? How you succeed the business, double your money every year. Like the $2,000, make sure whatever you bought today, you double, you sell everything through the year, everything. But you're gonna double. If you bought them for $10, you make sure you sell them for $20.
Yes.
So now, second year, you have $4,000. Double the money again. Now it's $8,000. Third year is gonna be $16,000. 4 years is gonna be $32,000. And keep doubling whatever product you have. The way you're doing sales daily without touching that money for 10 years. Figure out how you're gonna survive out of other jobs you do for 10 years. Make sure you don't touch that money you invest. 10 years later, you will succeed it. 100% you succeeded. And I say that with a fact because on 1990, I started a corporation. It was called Navarro's Construction Company. With $1,000, I was talking by 2000, I was going to have a company that it was going to be worth $1 million. My whole entire family, nobody believe it. No friends believe it. You idiot. They call me the most beautiful words that everybody knows. There is no such a thing that the 1,000 is going to make you $1 million in 10 years. By 2000, I succeeded. The most beautiful trucks, brand new equipment, backhoes, dump trailers, everything. So it was even over $1 million investment. What happened? The Twin Tower collapse cost me bankruptcy. The Twin Tower collapse cost me bankruptcy. So in order to not lose my equipment, Trump also mentioned bankruptcy is a business. You got to understand the system to not lose. Bankruptcy is not about losing money. It's about making money. So I got chapter 13. That's right. He was right again. I never lost my equipment. I ended up keeping my equipment on chapter 13. And by 2003, I make about $100,000 right away. So I start investing that money on real estate. And I was talking about now succeeding a $100 million corporation buying real estate. And I succeeded by 2008. So what happened is $100,000, all I was doing is just buying real estate, fixing up and selling. So I was worth over $100 million in 2008. The problem is the real estate collapse, and that's how I lose all my money. Many banks, they are not here, like Countrywide, the Aurora, so many other banks, they are not here because they also lost money like me. So what happened? I succeeded twice. $100,000 make me $100 million in almost 10 years. $1,000 make you $1 million corporation in 10 years. 2010, I become the poor guy of the United States of America. I only have $6,000 they gave me when they kicked me out of my last house.
Yes.
So what happened? I start saying now I'm going to build a $6 billion business by 2020. Again, nobody believed me. Last two times you succeeded because you were lucky, but this time you are not going to succeed. You are broke. You have no equipment. You have too many kids. There is no way you're going to succeed this time. So what happened? Now it is 2021. We have 5 stores. They are worth between $7 to $9 million altogether with all the inventory we own, generating over $250,000 sales a month. Only my family working with us. So look, I succeeded again with $6,000.
Yes.
But like I said, remember, the fact is to double your money once a year, wherever you start today. Double the money, even if you sell shoes, make sure you don't touch $1 out of whatever sales you are doing. Reinject that money automatically, weekly or monthly for 10 years. Figure out how you're going to survive doing other side jobs.
Yes.
And that's a strategy that nobody is telling, and no motivators out there, no books is telling you that to double your money once a year. Sometimes on the beginning, you double your money even 5 times because you can sell everything you bought right away. But the last year, since you have so much inventory, sometimes you don't sell it in a year, but still, you're still end up having the same answer. So that's the secret. That's the strategy. Anybody can do it. Let's not hope college, like I tell in my videos. Who in the world told you a teacher from college is going to teach you how to make $100,000 a month if they work for less than 10,000? They don't know how to make $100,000.
Yeah.
You get them?
Yes.
So no teachers and no college in the world is going to teach you how to be successful because they don't work for successful jobs.
Yeah.
This is what most people don't know. They call 3 levels of social life, right? Or social community, right? Minorities, or first level in the bottom, they make from $25,000 below a month. That's where minorities are. They live with houses are from $1.5 million below. They cannot qualify at $3 million because simply they don't make $50,000 a month. So minorities, they live with housing is from $1.5 million below. That's where minorities are. Middle class people live with houses are from $2 million to $5 million. They make from $50,000 to $150,000 a month, not a year, a month. So if you have a $3 million house, but you make $10,000, there is no way you can be middle class because you don't qualify to get a $3 million loan. Now, first level, they make from $200,000 to millions of dollars a month. They own mansions everywhere where mansions are from $10 million to $50 million mansions everywhere. Massachusetts, Florida, California, San Francisco, LA, and Hollywood, or Pebble Beach, Carmel, the most expensive places in the world. That's how the real owners of knowing how to make money, that's how they live. That's their lifestyle. So most people don't know the 3 levels of income. Most people think people who works in ethical jobs, they are the middle class. That's not true. Middle class is anybody who makes below $25,000 a month. I mean, that's minorities, the poor people. They call it people who live in poverty.
Yes.
Out of the first level, there is 3 levels. The really poor people, they make from $6,000 to $8,000 below. They only rent apartments. They only live in the worst shitty places. And I feel compassion for all of them. And that's the reason why I am talking in a very carefully way, not going against the owners of this country.
Yes.
Just trying to make people wake up, because you don't go against the owners of this country. They are the ones who create the strategy, giving freedom of choice in the 1930s already. So it is your choice if you want to live in minorities. Like I said, it is your choice if you want to be a millionaire. They let you be a millionaire.
Yeah.
So that's why to go against the owners of the United States of America? They have such a beautiful army. They create such a good system. You want to be in minority, stay there. You want to be in middle class, do a step up. They protect you even if you are the worst person here in this country. They don't, you have a problem, call 911. And they go and they help you. They try to solve the problem for you.
Yeah.
They protect everybody. That's the reason why I love this country. You don't want to live in Central America or South America or other countries like China or Russia.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm Mexican, born in Michoacan, Mexico.
Okay. When did you come to America?
So I came here in 1988.
Wow.
Yeah,
and you overcame a lot of obstacles and built a beautiful life for you and your family. You have a nice foundation, man. It's very inspiring. Can you tell me, who was your teacher? Where did you get this drive?
Well, very good question. What is your name again? I forgot.
It's Garrett.
Garrett. Okay, Garrett, very good question. I'm going to tell you the truth. Between religious owners and the political owners, which is the same owners of the educational system, they don't want you to know this, that I'm going to tell you. You don't need to go to school to be smart. Yes. You just got to teach your children, your parents, they should be teaching you this, that I'm going to tell you. You got to learn how to use your own mind to talk to the universe. So when you use your mind to talk to the universe, it's in other words, talking to the spirit. Yes. So when you talk to the spirit by using your telepathic communication, you become smart and smarter and smarter and smarter. And you can become like some of the smartest guy in the world, because that's how they've been thinking for so long to create the airplanes, the cars, the technology. Those guys, they use the mind to at night, during daylight, just thinking, putting the idea together. So what you do is you go in a first and second dimension, talk to the spirit, talk to the cosmos, talk to the universe, I never
Yes.
went to school in my life, and you can ask me about political stuff, financial stuff, biology, archaeology, anthropology, mythology, anything you want. And I know I've been in seminars with these very elite people of Carmel, very elite ladies, where they took me to several seminars so I can share a lot of my beliefs and ways of getting educated myself.
Mm,
And basically, the universe, which is the spirit, the light, the electricity, the positive energy,
yes.
common sense. My two message to the society from all over the world is build yourself very highly spiritually, which
Yes.
is love. Grow up in love. When you love yourself, you in ignorance automatically. Second step, which I call the two commandments. You don't need 10 commandments from Moses or other prophets.
Mm,
Only two commandments you need. Love yourself. And when you love yourself, you don't do drugs. When you love yourself, you don't lie. You don't cheat. You don't suborn. You don't kill. No matter how much
yes.
money they offer you, you don't kill nobody because you love yourself.
Yes.
So what happened? That's commandment number one. Commandment number two, you have to be rich in logic. That commandment kill all commandments in the world. By logic, you don't lie because you are good in logic. By logic, you don't do drugs, you don't do prostitution, you don't do any negative exercise because you are rich in logic.
Mm,
So the 10 commandments, they say on the old fashioned, don't kill, don't lie, don't steal, so many other ones, but just grow up in logic. Growing up in logic, you won't be another military to kill somebody you don't even know. If you
mm,
grow up in logic, nobody's going to brainwash yourself because you automatically know they are trying to control you. When you grow
yes.
up in logic, you can build so high in no time by logic because you understand the system that is going to work for you, not for someone else.
Mm, I
So
love
only two
that.
commandments you have to grow on yourself and learn how to talk by using the telepathic communication with the spirit. I don't know if you
Yes.
believe in God or not.
Yes.
God exists. Nobody
Yes.
knows what the concept of God is. God is only the positive energy. God is only divinity. God is only the logic. God is
Light.
the light. God
Light.
is life.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. Nobody
Everything.
can see it, but you can feel it.
Yes.
Everybody loves the same way. You love your kids the same way as I do love mine. So
Yes.
that means the concept of love is the concept of divinity, the concept of the positive energy, the concept of the stuff that he has common sense,
Mm,
the concept of life. So you can see, even like I explain in my video sometimes, even if you like it or not, but 50% of your body belongs to the negative energy. 50% of your body belongs to the positive energy.
mm,
So 50% of your body belongs to the evil and 50% of your body belongs to the positive. What happened? The negative energy is found on your soil. The positive energy is found in your water. It's 50-50. In order for you to be alive like a car, a car, you need positive and negative to make it run. In other words, if you disconnect one, it'll be dead. Same thing like us. You
yes.
take all the water from us, you'll be dead.
Yes.
So what happened? 50% of your body is dark in the day, 50% of the day is light.
Yes.
Everywhere in the universe is 50-50, anything that it has life.
Yes.
Plants, mammals, ocean living things, every living thing is 50-50.
Yin yang.
So what happened when people learn how to drive the two energies we have? By logic, you lock negative energy on you and you only let the positive energy come out of you.
Yes.
When you are negative, even a dog knows when you are negative, because if you're gonna walk by the dog is gonna move because he knows you're gonna kick him. You're negative. So what happened? Anybody knows when somebody's negative.
Yes.
And now you are positive, you're lovely, kind, polite. Everybody understands the language too, even animals and plants and living things.
Yes.
So those are the only two energies we have in the universe. 50% positive, 50% negative.
Yes.
Educate yourself by teaching your children at early age how to get rich in love and logic.
Yes.
Once you grow up in those two factors, like I say, you become an entrepreneur mind, because everything you do, you're gonna do it with love and you're gonna do it with good uh, common sense reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody tells me that that has met you, that you treat them like family. Even first time customers that come in, I've asked some people about you, and everybody speaks highly about how you treat them when they come to your nursery. And
Thank you,
that.
thank you. I believe, like I was telling you, I believe very highly on controlling your energies, because we have two energies. No matter what you do, you are a science or you're not a science, you still cannot contradict that there is two energies on us. Nobody can contradict that. I say in my videos, nobody can contradict the great philosophy of the universe, which is the cosmos, which is the light, which is the positive energy. So it is so easy to understand and learn how to drive the two energies on us. And you become the most polite person when you lack the negative energy on you and never try to release that towards somebody, the negative energy, because automatically negative never heals negative. Negative always put from worse to worse, negative. But positive heals by magic, negative. You can be in the worst nasty fight with your wife right now, but with a dose of love, you heal the problem.
Yes.
But if you put another dose of negative, never heal it.
Yes.
So you see how easy it is to control the two energies on us?
Tell me, do you believe that plants give us positive energy? Because I do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Every living thing is, like I say, how you connect yourself between the two energies. Believe it or not, sometimes plants, they get sad when you talk like, I'm not gonna grow these plants anymore because I don't like it. The plant automatically feel it. I watch it so many times, it'll start dying.
Yes.
It is just crazy how the energy kills negative. The negative concepts, negative comments kills anything. If I give a negative comment of you right now, it'll kill that nice conversation we have.
Right. It will. You're right.
That's why I say, be responsible, learn how to use the negative energy on you, because you only use the negative energy on you to turn yourself as a light.
I love that.
We are light.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't use the negative of you to turn negative on you. You only use the negative on you to turn the light of you.
Yes.
When you put the two cables to the car, you use the negative to make the car go on. That means it's very easy to understand how to drive that two energy. Very easy. We can solve ignorance very easily all over the world if we simply stop these owners of the education be the only ones. We don't need to fight against them because they have the most destructive weapons. They can kill all of us in only 24 hours.
Yeah.
All they need to do is fumigate the planet from north to south. In 24 hours, it'll rotate and we be gone. So that's why we cannot fight against those evil minds. Anybody who thinks about killing the good society, we just got to work with them now, since they already give freedom of choice on the 1930s. It was the real owners for thousands of years. They've been controlling the mind of everybody. But now, like I said, since the 1930s, 40s, maybe 60s, they let anybody to have freedom of choice, so you can do whatever you want with your life.
Yes.
They don't give the education for free. They don't tell you how to connect yourself with the cosmos, with the universe, how to be positive. They don't give you all the strategies. They want you to go to college, so they give you only one scale for you to have only one scale in life. So that way, that scale, you cannot pass it to your children. They want your children to pay the fee you pay for the scale you have. They want your children to pay the fee too.
Yes.
A doctor cannot teach their sons to be another doctor. Oh no, he has to pay the fee.
Yeah.
The attorney, same thing. The underwriter, same thing. The real estate agent, same thing. Why? To do that and control the education. That's why there is a lot of other ways where they cannot track every dollar you make. They cannot come and see how many items you have in your own business, in your own store. Open several places so you can always move your capital to different areas.
Yes.
Different names. Give the percentage they want of the money of the consumers. I'm a consumer in other stores.
Yes.
I pay taxes.
Yes.
Those are the only taxes I pay. But workers, they pay 6 times taxes. Every worker of this country, they pay taxes 6 times. What is 6 times 8? 48. So practically 50% of their income.
Yes.
Crazy, right?
Crazy as fuck. I know.
See this
I
little
agree
display
with
over here. This is part of the bank over here.
Yes.
The collection.
I love it. Tell me, do you have a
this-
favorite? Or what's your most popular plant? What's your best seller?
I believe every plant has a lot of potential, but right now I believe the next plant that is gonna generate billions of dollars all over United States of America and even all over the world is edible plants
Yes.
and also exotic fruit like cactus. They provide food, and
Yes.
you can make such a beautiful exotic garden. Never ask you for maintenance or water. They wait till winter comes.
Mm.
So homeowners, they save a lot of money when they landscape their yard with cactus. Before, corporations working together, growing plants that die between 3 to 5 years, what happened? Homeowners, they pay the price because every 3 to 5 years, they got to re-landscape their yard.
Yes.
So it is a productive business for conspiracies.
Mm.
You get them? Selling all
Yes.
those annuals and biennials.
Yes.
People don't understand beautiful flowers, but they're going to die. That means next year you're going to spend money again.
Yes.
Kind of like technology. This cell phone I am using right now, every 3 years or 4 years max, I had to upgrade.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, you're so right.
So why not to be smart now? Your house is an investment. Put plans that build equity, plans that you don't lose your money, at least plans that make you save money on water bill or maintenance.
Yes.
Homeowners deserve to know that.
Yes.
Yeah, homeowners, they need to understand that we've been victims. Most homeowners are workers.
Mhm.
Most homeowners are workers. Even if you're not a homeowner, if you rent the apartment, you still, and for sure you are a worker. So I feel sad to say these comments, but I don't use them to put down nobody.
Right.
I cannot use a comment to put down anybody. If you're a worker, get independent, even if you work in the company you're working. Because if you tell your boss, I want you to give me all my money, don't deduct $1 of taxes. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do it. Become independent. Independent worker or independent contractor. They call it subcontractor. Now, when you become subcontractor or independent worker, now your rent, it can be tax deduction because you use your house to put your equipment.
Yes.
Now your utilities can be tax deduction because you are independent worker. Now your phone bills, electricities, all utilities, water bills, everything, your clothes, your food, everything can be now tax deduction.
Yes.
But so they don't want people to know that.
So do you keep track of everything then? Receipts, all of your gas, all your expenses, you keep track
See
of all
another
of that?
girl right there, King.
Yes.
Yeah. And there is the other girl right there.
Oh,
Christy.
these are
You see her?
These are yours?
They are my team, my daughters.
Yes. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
A true family business.
Yeah. So the question was about if I keep track of what?
So do you keep track of all your expenses and all that so you can use it for write-offs?
Every insurance bill for trucks, medical insurance of your family, miles on your vehicles, repairs
Yes.
of your vehicles, your equipment, advertisement, everything you keep. So if you do $1 million sales, you use every expense you have to use them as write-offs. And if you make $500,000 profit, you invest that money right before December 31st of every end of the year. So January 1st of every year shows that you only have like $3,000 to $5,000 in your bank account. What is the money? Well, I bought a lot of materials last month that I need to supply my store because it was so empty. So I'm gonna sell it this year and hopefully I make some money this year. You never make some money. January 1st of every year, you only show that you have in your bank account $3,000 to $5,000. That's what you gotta do.
So are you an LLC, a DBA, a corporation? What is your nursery?
Just individual, no corporation involvements. I just try to help each of my children to own one of the stores and teach them how to run it. Going to have eventually family. Not necessarily have to be plant. It can be, like I say, any business. You can sell clothes, you can sell shoes, you can sell whatever. Remember the points that I gave a while ago. In order for you to make minimum $30,000 a month, you gotta have in your inventory on your business minimum $200,000 inventory. Minimum. So once you have between 100 to 200, $300,000 inventory, now you start making middle class income. You start making over $30,000 a month.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you want to make $30,000 and you only have $10,000 inventory, there is no way it's going to, because you only have such a small little inventory. You make little money, but like I was telling you, you reinject it, you never touch it for 10 years. And in only 3 to 5 years, you start making over $30,000 sales a month. In only 3 to 5 years. So it's cheaper than paying $300,000 to $500,000 in college and be ready to work at the age of 27 years old. When you go to college, you're going to be ready to probably make $15,000 to $20,000 a month at the age of 27. And you're going to be broke with a lot of debt on whatever student loans.
Yes.
But if you work at the age of 18, at the age of 25, you probably have already $2 million investment, generating over $100,000 sales a month.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what.
Go ahead.
That's what the owners of the education of the system, they don't want people to know, to build their own bank.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what are, I know you're building like a cactus sanctuary, right? What's next for you guys? I know you're trying to make a space for people to come, right?
I'm going to promote these videos once we start building this botanical garden, how I am going to build a $10 million botanical garden with only probably 10 to maybe $50,000 on the beginning. I'm going to just use that money to start landscaping the place, the 20 acres. I'm a designer. And once I start designing the place, people is going to start coming to visit the place, and you charge a fee for them to go and take photos, walk around, learn about plants, how to cultivate them, how to make one plant to grow and bloom and grow seeds, and eventually how to make the seeds germinate so they can start making some type of profit for you.
Yes.
Yeah. So any plant, like I was telling you, can generate $100,000 in 1 year if you know how to cultivate the seeds. Corporations, they are doing it. They make millions of dollars by growing seeds, selling plants to every homeowner all over the world. They own nurseries all over the world. So why not to let everybody know about this, so everybody can start investing in a careful way, in a very respectful way with each other. I never hide anything from anybody here. Anytime people come and whatever questions they have, I have it. And I never went to school in my life.
Yeah.
I talk to attorneys, to doctors, to geologists, anthropologists, to political guys, to whoever, and never have any argument with anybody, because like I was telling you, controlling your negative energy, you never have negative conversations, because you lean towards a positive way of sharing your way of talking to people.
Yes.
Only stay in a positive way.
Yes. When will you be opening the botanical garden? What's your goal?
The soon as the farmers with strawberries, they in the strawberry cultivation, we are closing the deal, and then we're gonna be sharing those videos.
Okay.
So it's gonna be by ends of this year, hopefully things they go well.
Awesome. And where exactly are you guys? I know you're up in the Bay Area, right?
Yeah, Monterey County.
I love it up there. It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
up
beautiful weather, beautiful place to live. I always use another way of motivating people to get rich. Even if it's tough, expensive areas, live right next to millionaire people, because you'll be the next one.
Yes.
But if you live with a lot of minorities and a lot of poor people, how can you be a millionaire right next to them? So don't be afraid about expensive cities or states or countries to live. Don't be afraid. Just look what entrepreneur mind people is doing and copy those models. You can ask to get a job in one of the nicest corporation. Look what the tactics are of their business system, and eventually quit and start doing it. Yeah, you get teach in a fancy corporation for free. They pay you to learn.
Yes.
If you go to college, you got to pay to learn.
Yes.
So there is a lot of good ways of educating yourself too. I never worked for any nursery in my life. I never worked for any contractor in my life. I simply say I can do construction work, and I use logic to understand if they want a patio, fence work, carpenter work, or any interior or exterior design. And I never say I don't know how to do it. I always say yes. I just figure out how to do it, and I become a contractor in no time.
That's awesome.
I was doing a lot of jobs. 30. I was doing a lot of jobs for big homeowners. I start watching what they do, and I say I'm gonna do that. That's when I start investing on real estate. But right away, I learned that I was making 25% interest a year out of what I was investing on real estate in a good market. Not when the market is stable, you don't make money there. Only like if you buy a really good property in a good neighborhood, then you still make money. That's why you got in all the strategies on where to buy.
Self-taught. Well, we're gonna wrap up here in a second, but I really appreciate your transparency and your honesty. I love your videos. I watch them all the time. You crack me up. You make me feel good inside when I see your propagation videos, all of that, and you're sharing knowledge. And I just actually quit my job so I could focus on selling plants. So you're really inspiring me right now. Gives me a little bit of hope because I'm feeling scared. I'm a little scared because I did just quit my job and I'm focusing on my plants. And it's a risk, but I have to try.
Focus on anything you buy has to be drought tolerant and cold resistance.
Yeah, that's what
stuff that it gets related with real estate that people buy for their yards.
Yes.
This is the message for anybody. Big corporations, they invest on hundreds of each plant because they know homeowners, they're going to buy hundreds of plants every year. So focus on plants that get related with real estate. So you see them on people's houses. Always look plants that belong to the zone. So that way you don't buy stuff that belong to the tropical zone if you live in a cold zone,
right,
or hot zone.
Yes.
Learn which ones they do okay in that zone. Start cultivating. Don't be afraid. Just make sure you buy on stuff that is harder for hot and cold, and your money will eventually turn around and pay you a high compensation.
Yes.
Yeah. So it takes, like I say, if you don't touch the money you start doing on sales, 5 years, you already start making a lot of money.
Uh-oh, you muted.
Thing is, use another strategy. In order to taste the fruit, you have to grow the tree first.
Yes.
You don't start growing the plant and start eating the leaves because you never taste the fruit. So that's how you got to wait till your business start doing enough sales and enough capital, enough inventory. Then you can taste the fruit of the business. So it is a good analogy to use. Don't eat the leaves, grow the tree first, and then you will taste the fruit.
Yes. Thank you,
Gary. It's been a pleasure.
Yes,
send me the video. Please send me the video. I want to share this beautiful conversation I have with you. I love people who is transparent, people who is willing to work together just to educate with each other and not to go against those big, tough conspiracies. There is no need for that. They create a system we're all using. Let's respect that system. Let's just educate ourselves.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank
you. See, another good customer. I recognize him.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, this is a video call on, what is it, Gary?
Podcast.
Yeah.
I love words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it very much. I'm going to put this out today.
Enjoy your day. Awesome. Just send me a copy of that video.
Yes, sir, I will. There's two kinds. So one goes just audio onto Apple and Spotify. A lot of people just listen to it, but I also post the video on YouTube, and I'll send you a copy too.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Gary.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Enjoy life. Life is beautiful here, nice and sunny. Hopefully, hoping the weather is good where you are. What city you are again before?
I'm down in Long Beach.
Oh, so you are here near me. So you live right next to me. Beautiful,
I want to come up. I want to come up and get a tersheki. I know you have some, right? Some Trichocereus tersheki.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I want to come up. I'm going to come see you soon.
I do.
I will come. I'm going to go to Big Sur and I'll come by.
Anytime, Gary.
Okay. If everybody could please like, review.
Anytime.
If everyone could please like, review, and subscribe to the podcast and hit that share button, I would appreciate that. Thank you, everyone.